One of the first things to know when comparing the Hoka Rincon 2 to the Clifton 7 is that each of these shoes offer a low drop, high cushion experience. And when I say low drop, I mean heel to toe, not the dance, but the offset, which just really means the amount of material that's underneath the heel minus the amount of material that's underneath the forefoot. So the Clifton 7, you're gonna get 5 millimeters of drop, and the Rincon 2, you're gonna get 4 millimeters of drop. Now, the nice thing about each of these, though, is that you get that high cushioned experience. And so with the Clifton 7, this is gonna be more suited for everyday type training, so you're gonna get a softer type of feel. Where at the Rincon 2, it's gonna be still highly cushioned, but a bit firmer, a bit more responsive. If you wanna learn more about the differences between the Rincon 2 and the Clifton 7, stick with me. Hey, what's poppin'? Jordan Thomas here. I'm a product manager, runner, and storyteller here on YouTube, helping simplify tech and running for you. Today I'm gonna be comparing the Rincon 2 to the Clifton 7. Just before the holiday break, Hoka reached out to me about whether or not I would consider adding one of their shoes into my rotation. And I thought about it and was like, hey, this might be a really great opportunity for me to educate you on Hoka running shoes. And so today that's what we're gonna be doing, comparing these two shoes I have today. Now, let's talk about the next thing that I think you should consider when you're looking at Hoka running shoes, which is the wide base outsole. This rocker construction is really conducive to doing two things. One, offering a great level of stability because this is a higher stack height shoe. And then two, promoting that forward movement when it comes to running. And so I'm a big fan of any tool that's gonna help me do what I'm trying to do a little bit better. This is something that I would consider. The other nice thing about this overall outsole is that there is a great deal of rubber, specifically in the Clifton 7, which I think lends itself to a high level of durability. Your ability to wear this on multiple surfaces. I would not necessarily recommend this for like a full-on trail, but general like dirt, grass, road, you're gonna be in good shape there. With the Rincon 2, it's gonna be a lot more of a stripped down type of rubber that's there, very minimal, ideally suited for faster type of runs. Now, let's talk about the fit. One of the things I noticed as soon as I took them out the box and then put them on my feet is that each of them were very lightweight. I went for 11.5 in each of them, and I'll break down some of the nuances between the two. I found that the Clifton 7, the toe box was very generous. I found that the forefoot was very accommodating. There's an interconnected tongue, so if you don't want the tongue moving around too much, you just want to be able to stay in place, you've got that going on. I like the amount of padding that was around the heel collar, and I like the security that I felt in the heel cup area. And so I would say this certainly puts it in the cozy category, certainly something that would be nice for everyday type training. So when it comes to the fit in the Rincon 2, again, generous toe box. I did find that the forefoot was a bit more narrow, which was something that I would anticipate with a faster day type of option. The amount of padding that is available between the tongue and the collar, also somewhat minimal, but still felt good. And then the cup and the collar in the Rincon 2, also very secure. So each of these offer a really good fit based off of what they're supposed to do, whether it's your everyday running or your speed running. And so that just naturally pulls us along into usage. What are these shoes gonna be great at? The Clifton 7 is certainly kind of be your all-arounder. If you're gonna have one lower offset shoe that does a little bit of everything, Clifton 7 is certainly gonna be an option there. The Rincon 2, definitely you're kind of like your speed champ within the overall lineup. So in terms of price, you got $129 for the Clifton 7 and you got $115 for the Rincon 2. The $129 is right in line there in terms of like most everyday staple type of running shoes. The Rincon 2 coming in at $115 actually is like lower price than a number of other competitors out there. And so you're getting not only a value play, but you're getting a faster type shoe and you get a pull tab for $115. Which I'm certainly not mad at. So of these two shoes, in terms of which one I would add to my rotation, I would still need a little bit more time. And I knew that when Hoka reached out to me about what shoe I want to add into the lineup, I had to think about two things. There was one, what's available today, and then what's coming in the future. And so I actually have an unreleased Hoka that I want to make mention of today as well. And that is the Hoka One One Mach 4. This is a very good looking shoe, a good feeling shoe. I still haven't even tested it out yet. Still got the sticker on there. I've never held like I've never tested out like a sample shoe before. So there's all these other like kind of like cool markings. I'm not gonna really do too many close-ups or anything like that because like I said, this shoe is unreleased. And so I'm fortunate enough to be in a situation where I can test it out And as I have more thoughts available for the shoe and as we get closer to the release date, I'll be able to offer you some more thoughts on that. Thanks again to Hoka for sending the shoes over to me. If you want to learn more about creating your own running shoe rotation, check this out, and I'll see you next time. Jordan Thomas, peace.